For so many investors around the world, Warren Buffett has always been and remains an exemplary inspiration. When he purchased his first stock at the age of just 11, he began a long career in investing. Every investor, whether a novice or a seasoned veteran, has been compelled to imitate him through the use of his inspiring story in hundreds of lectures throughout the world. But then again, who exactly is Warren Buffett? Hence, in today's video, we will explore the life of the man known as the Oracle of Omaha. We will answer how Warren Buffett made $85 billion, highlighting the investments and decisions he made to become one of the richest and most respected businessmen in the world. So if you're new here on Usable Wisdom, you came to the right channel, for we will surely help you kickstart your pursuit of great riches. Oh, and if you discover something helpful from this video, it would be lovely if you subscribe. You can also unsubscribe at any point, but as long as you subscribe, you'll always be the first to hear about new money-making strategies as they become released. Hence, it is mutually beneficial. So, how about we keep going? Howard and Layla Buffett welcomed Warren Edward Buffett into the world in Omaha, Nebraska in 1930. Warren showed a strong interest in money and business matters as a young boy. He was described as a mathematical prodigy, able to mentally add huge columns of numbers, a talent that would be very useful to him in the future. According to legend, he supposedly promised his friend he would jump from Omaha's highest building if he didn't become a millionaire by the age of 30. Warren made his first investment at the age of 11. He spent $38 for 3 shares of City Service Preferred. He quickly sold the stock for $40, generating a little profit. He made a choice that he would come to regret once the stock reached $200 per share. Later, he described this experience as his first investment lesson in patience. Warren began his job as a paperboy at the age of 13. To deliver the Washington Post, he had to get up at 4:30 in the morning. In addition to selling newspaper subscriptions, he additionally offered calendars and magazine subscriptions. Delivering newspapers had earned Warren $2,000 by the age of 15. In today's dollars, this equates to around $26,000. Of that, he put $1,200 into a 40-acre farm where he had an agreement for profit sharing with a farmer from Nebraska. When Buffett was 17 years old and a sophomore in high school, he teamed up with a friend to spend $25 on a used pinball machine, which they installed in the neighborhood barbershop. They quickly acquired multiple machines at various barbershops all throughout Omaha, earning roughly $25 each week. A combat veteran eventually purchased the company for $1,200. Warren earned his Bachelor of Science from the University of Nebraska and applied to Harvard Business School not long after. Warren received a rejection letter, but he wasn't discouraged in the least by it, and after finding that Benjamin Graham lectured at Columbia Business School, he decided to attend there instead. In 1951, he received his Master of Science in Economics degree. Warren moved back to Omaha in 1952 and started working as a stockbroker while enrolling in a Dale Carnegie public speaking school. He started instructing night classes at the University of Nebraska using what he had learned. However, he relocated his family to New York in 1954 and began working for his mentor Benjamin Graham there. So far, it's clear that Warren didn't hesitate to accept numerous positions in order to pursue his long-term objective of attending business school. He fearlessly accepted a variety of business prospects in an effort to make money and use it later on for sensible investments. Warren agreed to work for Benjamin Graham's partnership, his mentor and professor from the university in 1954. His initial pay was $12,000 per year, or roughly $109,000 in today's value. However, Benjamin Graham ended their partnership in 1956 and retired. Warren had about $174,000 in personal savings at this point, which is equivalent to almost $1.5 million today. Despite moving quite often throughout the years, Warren ultimately made the decision to settle in Omaha, his hometown, in a house that cost him $31,500. The majority of millionaires reside in expensive homes. Surprisingly though, Warren's penchant for saving money made it challenging for him to accept that price. Oh, and before we continue, we would appreciate it big time if you share with us in the comment section the most valuable lesson you have learned from the life of Warren Buffett so far. Done? How about we get going? Warren worked mostly as a securities analyst and investment salesman. He founded the Buffett Partnership in 1956 alongside his close friends and family. The partnership came with special requirements. To begin with, Warren asked a health professional partner to recruit 10 additional doctors who would each contribute $10,000 to his firm. Finally, 11 consented, and though Warren would initially contribute only $100 of his own funds, he would reinvest management fees and increase his ownership position in the partnership. By 1960, Buffett had established a total of 7 partnerships and held a 9.5% ownership in the partnership's assets, which totaled more than $1 million. Thanks to his partnerships, which had an excess of $7 million and included $1 million that belonged to Warren, Buffett became a millionaire by 1962. He soon combined these partnerships into a single company. Warren Buffett purchased the now famous Berkshire Hathaway in 1962, a move he regarded as his worst ever. Although the New England textile company, founded in the 1830s, had seen better days, Warren Buffett recognized a chance to profit. He thought that the company's bad management was the main source of its problems. So, after a disagreement with its management convinced him that the company needed a leadership change, he started to briskly buy shares. However, the company continued to lose money. The previous textile powerhouse did not have a pleasant time. The old New England textile company's heyday, which peaked in 1966, was clearly over. Warren consequently implemented a fundamental change in the company's business dynamics that helped it grow into the titan it is today. Buffett steadily turned Berkshire's focus away from its long-standing textile business and towards using it as a holding company to make investments in other companies. 2 insurance companies were the first of several insurance companies that Berkshire would buy in 1967 with the remaining funds he had. The incredible success story of Berkshire Hathaway changed at this time. Warren leveraged the insurance company's significant cash flow to fund additional purchases. Today, Berkshire Hathaway manages a portfolio of more than 1,000 businesses with assets in excess of $700 billion. When Berkshire began selling Class A shares in 1990, Warren Buffett hit the $1 billion mark. Currently, Warren is well known for his charitable contributions. One of his largest donations was 185 million shares of Berkshire Hathaway with a market value of $28.3 billion. Which he handed to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Buffett is currently worth more than $84 billion, and even though he may not stand out physically, he resembles your grandfather more than a corporate giant. He is unmatched and regarded as a genius intellectually. It's difficult to dislike his straightforwardness and honesty, and the world has been enthralled by his wits and charisma. Warren Buffett is simply a person who discovered what he loved at a young age and remained with it his entire life, despite the fact that it's tempting to think of him as a mythological figure. Thank you for watching. Hopefully this has been an enlightening experience for you. And if you want to see more content like this, remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll be one of the first to see our latest uploads. See you in the next one.